Hey guys, what's the hop drop? It's Eric Lima here coming at you with another episode of TPL, episode 611. What I talk about today is that, well, the it's the 15th anniversary of a tragedy that over 3,000 lives have been lost due to a terrorist attack. And unfortunately, that crashed the two planes crashed into the Twin Towers. Another one was heading for the White House, but it was stopped, and another one that was heading towards the Pentagon, and a lot of lives were lost that day, including those of EMT, firemen, and policemen who tried to help save lives that day. And I remember I was working at Ruby Tuesday in the morning that day, the now defunct Ruby Tuesday, Dartmouth, I should say. I was working there back in 2001, 15 years ago, and we turned on the TV and it was all over the news. But it got to the point where it was so slow. We got out around 1:30. The mall closed up. You know, we had a power failure and all that, and just everything just happened all at once. The mall was a mall parking lot was a ghost town. And I was like finishing up with boxes and trash, and looking outside, the parking lot was like completely empty. So it was so surreal. And who would have thought 15 years later, Ruby Tuesday, North Dartmouth would be closed, and we'll be talking about this 15 years later. And a lot of lives were lost that day. And it was the first time ever we started standing up for our flag. And now we're talking about some of these football players protesting a national anthem because of because of a because of a race thing. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I don't care. Yeah, we're allowed to express ourselves and the freedom to express ourselves and all that, but we have to at least respect the reason why we're able to express ourselves is because of the flag, because of the men and women that have been fighting out there, and have been fighting out there to fight for our freedom. Every member of the branch of the armed forces. I mean, it's really sad and pathetic that people will protest. Football players will protest because of race, because cops shooting. Because of cops shooting people that are not obeying the law. I mean, listen, I'm not a racist, and it's pathetic that some of these football players do that. And there was a father whose son was a firefighter that died on 9/11. He said these guys are going about it the wrong way. I mean, and they're showing and these football players like Colin Kaepernick, and they're showing disrespect. They're allowed to express themselves. I understand and I get that, but you're supposed to stand at attention with your hand on your heart. I mean, that's what I was taught when I was a kid growing up. We recited the Pledge of Allegiance, and put our hand over our heart and standing at attention and showing signs of respect. And we were encouraged to do that every single day. I mean, we're forced to and all this good stuff. No, I will continue to show respect for our country's flag and for our national anthem if I go to any sporting event, and I will take off my hat and put it over my heart, and try to sing the national anthem. I'm an American, even though I have the right to express myself in any way, shape, or form. A lot of people have their own opinions. That's understandable, and I respect that. But this is what I was taught when I was a kid growing up, and I'm going to continue that tradition today. I'm not forcing anybody to, think any differently, to think the same way I'm thinking. There's a lot of us that do feel the same way. It's not only just showing the respect for our country's flag and our country, but to our troops that have been fighting, and those who are no longer with us, who sacrificed their lives for our freedom. And you show that respect. If you do anything else, that's disrespect, man. So, but you know what? Everybody has a freedom of expression. You want to do everything, that's fine. But don't expect any respect from anybody if you're gonna be like that. So I'm gonna continue showing respect for our flag, and and put my hand over my heart. There's a lot of respect. I know a lot of people that come to this country aren't not from this country, so that's understandable. And all that. And, whatever. like I said, I'm going to continue showing respect for our national anthem, for our flag. And you know what? And if people have a problem with it, hey, it's a free country. You know, I'd say the football players are going about it the wrong way. That's all. The timing of everything that's been happening is kind of awful for the football players. I don't know if they realized it. It was 15 years. They probably go, "What have we done?" I was hoping they would think about this a little bit, but you know what? If they want to express themselves, they can get in trouble for it. If not, I know that the New England Patriots will probably have to stand attention. Or Bill Belichick will probably be very upset and probably seat some players down. So I think they are the New England Patriots. So all I can say is too. So my condolences and prayers go to the families of the victims of 9/11. Hope you stay strong, and remember, we never forget. But we'll just honor them by moving on with our lives and standing up for what we believe in, and you know continue to show respect and love for our troops and uh, for military troops, our men and women of the armed forces, of every branch of the armed forces, our policemen and policewomen, our EMTs, our firefighters, to show them, and even the veterans, and just say thank you for saving our lives, for defending our freedom, and to protecting us. We want to say thank you all to those who have been doing the job of that, to serve and protect. Whether you're, like I say, a member of every branch of the armed forces, the EMTs, the policemen, and the firemen. We want to say thank you all. And I, it's I just sit here and just like I said, I'm very thankful for I live in this country, and thankful to be here. I mean, God put me here for a reason. Put me in this country for a reason, to have the freedom to express myself. He sees me as a unique person, and I do appreciate that wholeheartedly. And you know, I am half Portuguese, but I was born here in the States. When I was a kid, I was born with a few disabilities, and it's been but you know, nowadays the disabilities have been diminishing a little bit, but the way things are, I'm still going to continue to be me, continue what I gotta do, and just be thankful. Be thankful for my freedom to express myself here on YouTube. I want to thank the YouTube committee and community for allowing me to do that freedom of expression, and I'm very thankful for the people that support this channel and this show and all that. I know there's some people out there that don't like my channel, don't like what I put on here, but I try to keep it clean. I try to you know, keep it real too, and that's what I like to do, is keep it real. So it's appreciated, and I'm very very thankful for what I have. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my relatives, my friends, and my brothers and sisters, my cousins, and all the friends I've made over the years. I'm very very thankful over the years, from the day I was born till now, whether or not they talk to me or at all, you know, not just I still consider them friends. I'm thankful for them, because sometimes even people that don't talk to you or don't like you can teach you something, and I've been taught a lot of things, growing up here, that's why. And sometimes, yeah, I give it, some people say, like, oh, who are you to give advice? Or, well, I like to give advice, sometimes because I speak from experience, and that's the way, that's who I am. So and just expressing myself. So I'm very, very thankful for what I've been given, and what I worked for and all that. So hopefully that will continue on as far as So I'm just very thankful of that. That's all. And just praise God. No, I praise God for everything. So thankful for all my real subscribers out there, like Robert Johns, Thomas Willis, Captain Erroneous, Jason DeCanio. Thank you guys for being the staunch supporters, kind of like my full horsemen of supporters. And just of this channel, I say thank you guys for that. And and thank you, CCG1171. Chris Gearton. I haven't talked to you in a while, and I know I ran into you. I gotta give you a shout out too. So like my five horsemen, like my fabulous five, so, my Fab Five, so to speak. And so so I want to say thank you guys for your support. And Francis DeRoss, another one. My my Magnificent Six. It keeps going up. I'll be having a Magnificent Seven before you know it. I don't know who'll be my seventh person. Me, I'm the seventh guy, but um, just very thank you guys for your support and continue the supporting. If I get more followers, more subscribers, that's wonderful. And just do my thing. Well, I saw my ex crush today. She just came by with her two kids at church, and I didn't get a chance, didn't talk to her or anything like that. I had a lot of stuff to do, and obviously, if she wanted to talk to me about what's been going on here on YouTube, she would have stopped me and said, "Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?" But well, I didn't. I had to take a hike. I had to get the car for gas after church. So after church, so once church service over, I'm out the door already. Yeah, so didn't get a chance to talk to her, but that's all right though. I'm moving on with my life anyway. So my dad put in my left brake light. He noticed it already, so he already knew about it. So I was like, oh, he didn't get a chance to because of the operation on his knee. And it was understandable. Now we should be set to go and we're good. And getting my hats in. Yeah, I bought 3 different hats. One from eBay, one from Amazon, and one from Lids. I opened up a Lids account. I got a Lids gift card, and the hat that I wanted, that I was going to go all the way to Providence to get. I don't have to worry about that. I saved myself a trip to Providence, so it's really good. So, well, I gotta go. I gotta wrap this thing up because Backlash kickoff is on right now on the WWE Network. Backlash on 8 is recap the WWE Championship matchup: AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose. That'll be a heck of a matchup. Um, Intercontinental title on the line as The Miz defends against Dolph Ziggler. Uh, Obviously, let's go back to the championship match. Dean Ambrose is the world champ defending against AJ Styles. I should say that right now. Tag team championship tournament is still going to go on, but because the fact it's supposed to be American Alpha versus Heath Slater and Rhino. American Alpha was taking about the Usos who gone cuckoo, and so it will be. And they went Uso crazy. So American Alpha is out due to Chad Gable's knee injury, 2 to 4 weeks. So that means Jason Jordan will have is probably very, very angry. So it'll be the Usos versus the Hype Bros in another semifinal second chance match. Whoever wins that will face Slater and Rhino in the tournament final, the crown ever first SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. Um, six-pack challenge. It will be Natalia versus Naomi versus Nikki Bella versus Carmella versus Alexa Bliss versus the lovely Becky Lynch. Another matchup that'll be going on there, and who knows whether. And Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt was supposed to happen. We heard Randy Orton was not cleared to fight, so we'll see what happens in that situation. Maybe the Undertaker comes back. I don't know. UFC didn't watch UFC. I'm not a mixed martial arts fan. I'm more of a wrestling fan, but UFC happened and CM Punk lost his first match to some Mickey Gale, I think his name is. I'm not a big UFC fan or anything like that, but that's what they know. UFC, that's what they do. So once again, we want to thank our men and women of each of our armed force, American, U.S. Armed Force branches, Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard. Our police, our law officers, men and women. We want to thank our firefighters and EMTs for helping and serving and protecting us and helping us every way, each way possible. We want to say thank you. And let's see what the mayor was supposed to be speaking. The mayor of New Bedford was supposed to be speaking at the service commemorating 9/11 of what happened and all, but he did not show up. A little bit of controversy with our mayor. We gotta find out what's going on. So we're gonna find a reason why. So who knows? He may be losing a lot of voters in New Bedford, but unfortunately, there's no one to challenge him. So hopefully somebody steps up and challenges our mayor pretty soon. So that's all the time we have on the show. As you know, you should head down to stupid things and remember, coolness is the essence of a happy person. And just remember, in a world full of ninjas, be a samurai. All right, stand out. And next week, see you on episode 612. Am I going to do any more Super Mario Maker? Maybe. We'll find out. All right, then. Guys, have a wonderful day. See ya. Bye. Back to Backlash.